Hi, this is Scott, and this is your thought for the day. How are you feeling? Of course, the number one answer to that question is, I'm fine. And typically that is shorthand for superficial greetings. Or it can be more substantive in the sense that I don't want to think about how I'm feeling, or I don't want to tell you how I'm feeling. The fact of the matter is we're often out of touch with how we feel in any given moment, and we learn to do that in childhood. So recall a time when, as a child, you were disciplined by your parent and you didn't like the discipline. Maybe you were crying and you were sad, and a parent says, if you keep that up, I'll give you something to cry about. In other words, they're saying, don't feel sad around me. Or maybe a child is seeing shadows move around in her bedroom and she cries out from bedtime. And mom and dad come into the room and they say, what's the matter, honey? And she says, well, I'm scared. Well, whether they're fatigued or just annoyed, they might say, there's nothing to be afraid about. Go to sleep. In other words, don't feel your fear. How are you feeling? We have become adults that don't know how to answer that with clarity or relatively quickly. The fact of the matter is, because we live out of touch with our feelings, we have all kinds of psychosomatic issues going on. Maybe we have hypertension, high blood pressure, irritable bowels, we develop ulcers, we get headaches, or we struggle with depression. All of this birthed out of an improper dealing with our feelings. The ancient psalmist said in Psalm 139, I praise you, O Lord, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. You have made wonderful things. The fact of the matter is, you are a beautifully complex masterpiece of God. And He invites you to not only understand and comprehend life in general, but your life in particular. Hey, if you're out of touch with your feelings, how about deciding who's the most trustworthy friend that's in your life? Are they someone that you can ask to periodically have a very real conversation with you and just ask you how you're feeling about this or about that? Or perhaps you could try journaling. You say, I've tried that, I don't like that. But did you do it in the sense of just telling God how you felt about things throughout the day? Not just give a list of activities. And sometimes, if I don't know, I might even pray in that moment, God, how did I feel in that situation or this? We are in a great pause of time created by this pandemic. And in the pause, God is giving us the opportunity to understand Him better and to understand ourselves.